Hey everybody, it's been a year and a half since I've had corrective jaw surgery, and I think it's finally about time that I update you guys on my journey. I wanted to make a video, like I said in my last video, at the year mark, but life gets in the way. I wanted to make sure I had my braces off in time so I can show you guys the final end product of my whole journey. So I wanted to begin this video actually with these old molds that my orthodontist gave me of my teeth before my whole journey started, and I just want to show you the severity of my underbite before. So this is my underbite. This tooth right here should actually be way over here lined up with this bottom one. So I'm like a tooth and a half off in space. It's crazy. And this made it really, really difficult for me to bite into things because look at all that space. Like my tearing teeth don't match up. I barely like touch any teeth. It's crazy. All my teeth are caved in and I just don't miss this bite whatsoever. And here's my new bite. Just so much more proportionate. Ugh. I'm just beyond happy. So I would just like to say, like, if you know anybody who needs a surgery, if you need the surgery, please, like, take the leap of faith into this. I know it's scary. Like, I was the girl a year and a half ago searching everybody on YouTube, like, what is their experience? What is their journey like? Everybody is different. I honestly think that I had, like, one of the more harder experiences because I wasn't able to open my mouth for, like, almost a month. Like, they had me wired shut forever, I felt like, and I was so hungry. The first week I had to go to the ER twice because my nostrils, like all that skin in there was pretty much completely swollen shut, and I had like these giant nasty blood clots blocking my airway, so I had to go to the ER to get those nasty suckers out. But I mean, everybody's is different, and I would just go into the surgery knowing that possibly like these weird little freak things are going to happen, and it's scary, believe me, but you are going to be a much stronger person at the end of this. And like after that first week, like I think it was day 5 for me, it's really, really tough battling the sadness part because like I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry, I'm so skinny, I can't get any weight, I'm so thirsty, I'm so weak, I regret this. But please don't, like, stay positive. It's really, really hard to, believe me, I know. Just have a really good, strong support system, and you will be golden. Like, after that first week is over, then you're going to be at the 1 month mark, and then the 2 month mark, and then time starts flying by, and you're at the 6 month mark. Then you get your braces off at some point, like at the year mark, and then you're at the year and a half mark like me, and it's just a distant memory now. The pain, you won't even remember, and you are going to have nothing but satisfaction, and there's going to be no regrets. If I could have a tattoo that says no regrets, not even a single letter across my chest, I would totally get it. But I'm going to save that for a later date. You know, strangers come up to me and they're like, wow, your smile is so pretty. And I'm like, thank you so much. Like, I went through so much to get this smile, so many years to finally get this dream accomplished. And I'm like, your words just mean so much to me. And you're gonna be like that too, believe me. Like, someone is gonna come up to you and be like, wow, like, I love your smile. And you're gonna be like, yeah, I went through a lot to get this. Like, yeah, I'm a strong person. Okay, so I get a lot of questions like, what did I eat during surgery? And honestly, I think I'm just like an extremely picky person. And so I wouldn't really go off of me because I wanted nothing warm. I did not want hot soup. I did not want hot beverages. Nothing hot sounded good to me. Like if I had warm water, I was like, ugh, I don't want this. So that was just me being a weird, picky person. So I predominantly drank Ensure, which was pretty good. Then I got bored of it after like a couple weeks. And so I started adding pudding mix into it. It actually, you know, gave me a little bit more flavor, gave me more calories to start gaining my weight back, made me feel better. Just because you can't really have smoothies, you can't have strawberries with like little tiny seeds because they can get into your incisions and they can infect your wounds, and you just stay away from that. Don't risk it. Like, it tastes good, but just, yeah. Another thing I would stay away from is milk-based things because when you're recovering, drinking milk creates like a lot of mucus in your throat, and you just don't deal with it. It's just unneeded, hindrance kind of. Another question I get is like, when were you able to fully eat everything again? And I think like fully like everything, I think was at the 3 month mark. I got my splint off. I was able to talk a lot more. I was eating steak. I was able to like bite into apples. So, I mean, some people are different. Some people are like, yeah, I'm at the 3 week mark and I'm already eating. So, I don't know. Maybe I was just like a paranoid person and just waited a really long time just to make sure like everything was okay. And then I also get asked, like, when did I go back to work? I took a really long time to go back to work, honestly, because my job is predominantly lifting a lot of stuff all day throughout my shift, and they recommend you to not lift anything until the 4 month mark, which is also when I went back to the gym and was lifting weights again and like testing out like my strength. I didn't want to push it, but you're fine like really at the 4 month mark, because they say that on the safe side, because you're still healing, everything is mending back together, and when you're lifting a lot of stuff, it puts a lot of pressure on your face, and they don't want you to like happen to burst anything or whatever. So just be on the safe side and really monitor like your limits. But if you're at a desk job, like you're totally fine. Honestly, you're maybe fine to go back within 2 weeks. If you want to take another week, you're probably completely fine at the 3 week mark. I went back to school at 3 weeks and I was totally fine. My energy levels were a little bit low, but that's to be expected. Like, you're not moving around very much. So all I could recommend is like try to stay active, like sit out in the sun a little bit, like get moving like a little bit more each day, just to get the blood flowing. Yeah, another question I get is like, weren't you scared to like see what you would be looking like after? Like, people are afraid because they get told like, oh, your cheeks are gonna look different, your chin's gonna look different, your nose. And yeah, it all changes. Like I'm more full in my cheeks, my nose is a little bit different, and it was a little bit hard for me to adjust to, because I had the same face for 20 years. And I went through like a little bit of like, I don't want to take pictures with anybody because that's not who I truly am. Like in the photos, I don't recognize myself, and it's just a little bit to adjust to. But now I'm like looking back at my old photos before surgery, I'm like, who is this girl? Like, I don't recognize her. Who's this girl with an underbite? That's not me. This is photoshopped. Like, the real me is this girl who I was always supposed to be. And I'm just really, really happy that I'm finally confident in this, that I'm like fully healed. This is what I'm going to look like. And I'm really excited for like when you all get to this point, because you'll be so happy. You will. And then another like question I get asked so much is, how did I afford this surgery? Honestly, if you live in the United States, you're going to be completely fine. I have a PPO insurance that helps you guys. Most places take PPOs. And your surgery is going to be covered completely in full, or like almost. So you're going to have like a little outside cost. Because this is not a cosmetic surgery. You need this surgery. You need to improve the quality of your life. You can't eat correctly. You can't speak correctly. And this is not some like, oh, I just want to have jaw surgery to improve my looks, you know? No, you need this. And so you really shouldn't have any problems. And if you do, just shop around for a different insurance. Like, just take your time with it. And yeah, so I think that's basically it. I think I covered everything that I get asked a lot in my comments. But I would just really like to reach out. Like, if you want any like personal conversations with me, I am more than willing to talk to you, because it is way easier to go through this surgery while knowing somebody who's been through this experience. So you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram and message me. You can get my email address or comment below on the videos. I really, really get back to everybody really quickly, like within hours or days, because I like to stay connected, and I'm really curious about how your journey is going as well. And just like having that constant support with one another really makes a huge difference. So yeah, reach out to me. I would love to share the love, and good luck with everything, and don't be afraid. It is a hard journey, but just try not to get scared and psych yourself out, because it is really, really worth it. If I could recommend to anybody who has an underbite, crossbite, open bite, underbite, is to do the surgery. because having a good smile is essential in life. And if you don't have that, like, you go through like these insecurities, and you just don't need that in life. You need to stay positive and lead the best life that you can lead, and be like your true self. Like, this is my true self now. I am not the girl with the underbite. I am the girl with a nice smile, and I owe it to all my supporters, my family, my friends, my surgeon, obviously, and my orthodontist, because I wouldn't be here without them. So, yep, good luck with everything. I hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, bye.